In essence, how should we understand this bill? Could this conversation constitute as a breach?
Well, thank you very much for having me. I think what this bill seeks to do is to criminalize the rights that are afforded to Zimbabweans in their constitution. It says that it's working against those that willfully injure the sovereignty or national interest of Zimbabwe. But it's subject to interpretation, what is sovereign and what is national interest. We have seen the conflation of the state and the political party in Zimbabwe, where ZANU-PF sees itself as the state. If you expose corruption, as I did in 2020, I ended up in prison for doing so. But what they've done now is to go and craft a law because they've realized that there's no such law which can criminalize people from engaging. For instance, if I spoke to the South African ambassador in Zimbabwe about the problems that we are facing in Zimbabwe, and South Africa reacts in a certain way that is deemed to be against the national interests of Zimbabwe, I'll be thrown into prison for anything between 10, 20 years, or even life imprisonment.
What has been the reaction?
The reaction has been revulsion across the country. It's only people that are benefiting from the looting of public funds in the plan of the country's natural resources who are in ZANU-PF or surrogates of ZANU-PF who are celebrating this. The bill says that if I were to talk to anybody about something that is perceived to be of interest in Zimbabwe to the economy, and then the person that I've spoken to from another government acts and stops maybe, for instance, trade because I have said that this particular individual is involved in the looting of public funds, I will go to prison because according to this illegal bill, it's seen as if I've gone against the national interest of Zimbabwe. You see, the problem that we've had in Zimbabwe is that a lot of things that are done to benefit private individuals who are running the state are deemed as national interest. So, for instance, if someone goes to Belarus, does a deal which seeks to loot public funds from the state, and I expose that deal, they will turn around and say that I have done something that is against the national interest of the country.